Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of News You Can Use. I'm your host, Thera Martin, and I'm so glad to be here at the LaSalle TV studio for another edition of this program. Today on the show, we're going to lighten things up a little bit. We're going to have fun in this 30 minutes. In our first portion of the program, we're going to talk about makeup and how we can make ourselves look fabulous, but not look over made up, if you will. And then when we turn the page a little bit later on in the show, we have Sherri coming forward. She is the proud owner of Festique Boutique, and she's going to tell us about her business, how she got started in business, and how she picks the various fashions that she has available in her store. And it is the fall, getting ready to be winter season, so we need to know how to dress. She's going to give us some tips on what's hot and what's not. All righty, we'll be back in just a moment. Stay with us. And here we go with our first guest. I'm so glad that Jacqueline Bradley is here with us. And I want to say Jacqueline Bradley Drinks, because that's all the name. Or is it Jacqueline Drinks Bradley?
Jacqueline Drinks Bradley.
There we go. There we go. All right. Well, I'm just so glad to have you with us today. And you are an independent beauty consultant.
Yes, I am.
That's a very fancy title. But I know that beyond the title, you know your stuff. You know how to take a plain face that's clean of makeup and just... it is what it is, and then you put your touches on there, and somebody can look in the mirror and say, wow, is that me?
Yes. I'm telling you, right now, women are really taking care of themselves. They want to have healthy skin. That's the priority before they put their makeup on. And the one thing that I do, I teach them how to apply the product. They fill out a form. We go through several questions. They have dry skin, oily skin combination. And I try to give them the correct product for their skin. Because if you give a person who has oily skin, you give them dry skin formula, then that's not going to be right. They'll probably break out. So the main thing is to have good skin. Take care of your skin. And everyone ages, even the young people age. So the first thing you will have to do in the morning, cleanse your skin. Cleanse your skin. You have to use a skin freshener, a cleanser, and a mask, because our skin goes through a lot of problems. And
so this is that self-care thing that I hear people talking about more and more these days, and for women and even for some men who enjoy a light makeup, men that are in television and things like that, they've got to wear it. They've got to wear some makeup. We need to know these things, and even if you don't wear makeup, you should still go through a regimen of cleansing and taking care of your skin.
Yes, skincare. Oh, wow. The men are really taking care of their skin now. They're going to the spa, they're working out, and they also would like to take care of their skin. So we have products for the men. The men's skincare products is a little bit different than the women, because most of the time men's skin has a different texture. But they like to cleanse their face. They shave their skin. They cleanse. They had to get rid of surface impurities, and we also have products for them. So we don't want to leave the man left out. A lot of times men, they think it's for women. It's for men too. So now in today's society, men are taking care of their skin. They either go to the spa, but I can go to them. So, and I would teach them the proper application of the product. You just don't want to use your hand and go around like that. It's a certain method.
Oh,
and
Lord, you don't want to see me applying my makeup, because that's what you just showed us, like pretty much how I put my base on. And when I put my little dots all around, then I just take my fingers and I go. And so I'm doing it wrong, huh?
Right, and also you have to make sure that your hands are clean, because our hands, we pick up a lot of germs. And sometimes we're not aware of that. Sometimes we put our hand on our face, but we must keep our hands out of our face.
Okay, a couple of important things I want to ask that I don't forget about. For years, I didn't know anything about after a certain period of time, you should throw your makeup out. I mean, nobody taught me that. Nobody told me that. And then in more recent years, I want to say in the last maybe 10 years or so, I started reading magazine articles and seeing television news reports about women. You know, you got to be cognizant of the fact that if your makeup is over a year, throw it out.
Yes, because it gets bacteria in it. And sometimes people think because they're using it not using every day, that they continue to use it. But after a certain period of time, most of the time it's like a year shelf-life. You may could get away with that after a while, but you have to change that because sometimes women break out for various reasons, and maybe the product that they're using is too old. So you have to look on the back of that product and make sure it's something that you need to be aware of.
I never would have thought to look for an expiration date on lipstick or powder or any of that, but now I know. I do know better now, have known for a number of years and watching the reports like I just said, but that's something that I think a lot of people still are ignoring, or maybe they didn't see those reports that I saw. They didn't pay attention or whatever. So that's something we want to put out there to the universe. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have makeup after it's over a year old, well, you could check the label to see what the expiration date is, but get rid of it.
Yeah, get rid of it. That's the best thing to do because a lot of times, I hate to say this, but women will spend a lot of money using pocketbooks, getting pocketbooks, but they don't want to spend money on skincare. Some of the women don't want to. I'm not saying every woman, but skincare is so important because we're stuck with our skin for the rest of our lives, so we have to take care of it. It's like taking care of a baby. You have to take care of your skin.
All right, let's talk about makeup selections and all that for a few minutes. Now, of course, depending on your complexion, it's going to make a difference with what kind of makeup looks good on you or doesn't look good on you. But I'm talking about the colors, like the spring colors, there's summer colors of lipstick or whatever. Then the fall, winter colors, they should change, or they do change. Some women just wear whatever whenever they want to because that's what they want to do. But if you want to be fashionably correct, let's say, you should follow some color guidelines depending on the season.
That's right. It's the same thing. Like with your clothing. In the summertime, we have lighter clothing, not as heavy. But in the wintertime, we have to cover up a little bit more. Spring and the fall, the spring colors are more like a lot of the pinks.
Right.
The fall, purples, browns, oranges, and we can wear a lot of colors. Reds, but you do change. Also, the blushers, they get a little bit deeper in color, the purples, the plums, the browns.
Now, do you wear blush? I don't see it on you.
Well,
you
today,
look very natural.
No, I don't have any blusher.
I haven't worn blusher in 100 years.
But blusher is really the application to use a lot of times. But today, I did not put on any blusher. I just have eyeshadow. I have 3 shades of eyeshadow. And I have 2 shades of lip gloss. I'm used to wearing 2 shades now. I like to use 2 shades. I put on my lipstick, then I put a little lip gloss in the middle, like they say, to make it pop. So, but it's no guideline for that. Some women, they don't want all of that. Some women just want a natural look. They just may want a sheer color. I like when you go out at night, you want to look a little bit more dramatic. So they may have the smoky eyes, or they may have the blue eyes, or they may add some eyeliner and some lashes
now,
and
what
the
about
mascara.
This whole face contour stuff? Which it's amazing to me when I watch it on YouTube and all that, and I see people who, they look one way before they get started, and then once they get that contour, I'm like, I need somebody to beat my face out like that.
Yeah, well, we do have contour products that we use. It's like you have your highlighter up here, you have your darkest shade in here. Sometimes when you use the contour, it makes certain areas of your skin look a little smaller, a little narrower. It's a lot of application to that. But once it's finished, it's beautiful. But the products that we use, you really don't have to use all of that. I think some of the younger ladies, maybe in the 20s and 30s, they like to do all of that. A lot of women that I take care of, they just want something quick and natural. But I can do the contour.
I like quick. Get quick. I need quick.
Right, but the contour, it takes a little bit more time. A lot of the brides, they like that. Because I've done a lot of brides for weddings, and they want the contour.
And you do the proms too?
Yeah, proms, weddings. I do a lot of weddings and before and after photos. So women would like to see what I do.
So now, if people wanted to be in touch with you, and I think I should mention the fact that for I don't know how many years you say, you've been a part of the Mary Kay world.
Yes, yes. I've been a part of the Mary Kay world for over 25 years. It's a great business. But I do a lot of I use other products sometimes if I'm gonna do a wedding. Sometimes the brides may bring me their products that they want to use.
And I've seen the beautiful baskets that you create as special gifts for, whether it's a bridal party, whether it's a Mother's Day, whether it's a Christmas. You do some amazing gift baskets.
Oh, yes. Thank you so very much. And I hope the next time that if I am invited back, and I hope I am, I will bring my gift baskets. I got into that business by my father's death, and I named the gift baskets after him. So I'm really looking forward towards the holiday to introduce my baskets to the gift world.
Okay. Now, so if people want to be in touch with you, can we give out the I don't know, is this a website or an email address, www.marykay.com/. Can we put that on there?
Yes, or you can reach me just personally, area code 215-279-4903. And what I could do, take you through a consultation and figure out what's your skin type. And then we'll use those particular products. And then after that, we could get into a touch of glamour if that's what you want, and also maybe some body care products.
That sounds like fun, and it sounds good. And I just think that women in particular, we work so hard. We work smart, we work hard. Some of us are mothers or grandmothers or aunties and all of that, and we got a lot going on. And sometimes we forget to treat ourselves and take care of ourselves. So self-care is really important. And to me, starting off with a facial and my hands and my feet, get them done, and you just feel like $1 million once you're finished.
Yes, and you feel better about themselves. I have found in my business, sometimes women are down about the job, the family, the children. And once they get that facial, their whole attitude changes. They want to go out. They want to go buy something. They want the world to see them. They start putting on Facebook, Instagram, all of the websites, social media, and they're happy. And if you could keep a woman happy, the world will be a better place in which to live, because she is the backbone behind a lot of things. And it starts with your attitude. If you have a positive attitude, you can go far, and you will be happy. And if you know that you're using a product that you're going to take care of your skin, you're going to feel better about yourself and all the people around you.
Give me your phone number again.
Area code 215-279-4903.
All right, Jackie, I thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you, independent beauty consultant, for being on News You Can Use today. And we hope that some of the tips that she just gave out will be tips that will stick in your head, and you'll use them and look fabulous as we get through the rest of the year 2023. Thanks for being here.
And I thank you very much.
Have a great day. We're going to turn the page and come back and talk about Festique Boutique on North 22nd Street. Sherri Ray, the proud owner, she'll be joining us. Stay with us.
Using meth taught me everything about freedom, only not like you think. It taught me how easy it is to lose your freedom, how meth can take control until you find yourself doing whatever meth tells you to do. Before you get there, while you still can, take a stand for yourself. If you feel yourself losing your freedom to meth, ask for help. Accept the help. It's worth it. You have the power to be truly free and be the person you want to be. I know. I'm Jan, and I'm free from meth.
If you or someone you know is struggling with meth, call 1-800-662-HELP for 24-hour free and confidential treatment referral. Learn more at samhsa.gov/meth.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Good kisses. Good kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. Yeah. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Extinction is forever. To save America's most iconic and imperiled species from extinction, we must fight for their future. Fight to save the natural lands that wildlife call home. Fight to limit pollution. Fight for smart development. Fight for their future. And fight for ours. For so goes nature, so goes us.
And we're back now. Glad to have you join us on this edition of News You Can Use. We are going to shine the spotlight on a small business owner. She's based on North 22nd Street in the 3100 block, 3147 to be exact. That's the address, right? Yes. That's the address, okay. And so Sherri Ray is with me, the proud owner of Festique Boutique. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
You are such an inspiration every time I have an opportunity to talk to you. And you know every time I go to your store, I start spending money. Yes. So let me just show everybody. This bracelet I have on is from Festique Boutique, and it says, this is the Serenity Prayer bracelet, and I just love it. So I look at this every day, and it's like I can't take it off. And it just reminds me to be cool and to be grateful and thankful and to be calm and all that. Then I have on some Festique Boutique earrings today and this necklace. Everybody wants to buy my necklace. I'm like, Go to Festique Boutique and buy your own necklace if you want it. Yes. So I'm just trying to show our viewing audience just a little taste of what Festique Boutique has. But every time I go in your place of business, I'm amazed. You've got the women's clothing, you've got the women's handbags, the jewelry, and hats and shawls and all kinds of fun stuff.
Yes.
Let me go back to the beginning. How did you get in the business?
So I started with my mom. She had a store. So I would take her items out of her house and sell them at my job. And I've always been into accessories. So I said, let me branch off and do my own thing. So I started selling jewelry at the job. And then an opportunity came up to get a storefront on 22nd Street. And I'm like, I can't fill up the store with just jewelry. So that's when I branched off and got clothing.
But it's like so fun, I'm imagining in my head, to do what you do, to have your own boutique. And so like, where do you get the products? Where do you go? Or just do the clothes come to you?
No, I go to different trade shows and I've connected with a lot of vendors. And right now I'm in talks with other manufacturers to try to start a brand of my own that's exclusively for Festique. So that's where I meet a lot of the vendors.
And the bug you got to be a business owner, you got that bug from your mama, right?
Yep. Yep, of course.
Apple doesn't fall far from the tree. There you go. Well, when I first met you, Festique Boutique was in the 2900 block of North 22nd Street.
Yep.
But you had a vision. You said, this renting thing is okay, but I think I want to own my own.
Yes, an opportunity came up to purchase the building, and it wasn't in the commercial district like my first store was, but I said, you know what? It's going to be my own building. It's right across from the gas station. 22nd Street and Allegheny is such a busy intersection. I can make it work here. So that's why I moved up the street.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Now, when you were in high school, did you like fantasize about being in fashion or having your own place at that part of your life, or it wasn't until later that you said, I can do this?
A little bit of both. Like in elementary, I wanted to learn how to sew, but I kept putting it off. When I got to high school, my thoughts changed. I wanted to go to school for law, but I've always liked fashion. I've always liked jewelry, and people would compliment me, and I think it just went from there.
Yeah. Well, you're one of the business owners that I know who is very smart in that you take advantage of positive opportunities that are available through such entities as the City of Philadelphia Department of Commerce. On my last show, I had one of the representatives from the Department of Commerce on the show, Mr. Roger Kern, talking about the services that they provide to small businesses. So you have jumped on some of the trainings that were provided to help enhance what you do as a business owner?
Yes, because there were times where I felt a little stuck and I felt like I needed some direction. And I went to the Power Up program, and thanks to you who helped me get into that, it was, an amazing experience. I got to meet other business owners. People help with, funding ideas, just a better concept. So it was good to do that.
Now, Power Up is through Community College of Philadelphia. That program does still exist. And so for people who are viewing our program right now, if you're thinking about being in business, you want to be an entrepreneur, you know you need some more skills, some more training, you might want to log on to the Community College of Philadelphia website and then Google Power Up program.
Yes.
Be surprised what they offer there. And then, so when you look at, again, your business and trying to stay in sync with the fashions of the day, all right, so we're out of summer now, we're in fall, and winter will be here in the blink of an eye.
Yes.
What's hot this season? Can you give us a couple of ideas what's hot and what's not?
So I just came back from a trade show, and I've been seeing a lot of metallics, the handbags, the boots, even the cargo pants. So metallics is in right now, so I plan on getting a lot of that. But I always try to get my own thing as well. I try not to follow the trends too much, but I know people are coming in looking for it. Chunky sweaters are always going to be in. A lot of ladies don't want to put their jackets on getting into the cars.
Right.
So they want a nice thick sweater, and I have them. So that's what's hot also.
Okay, very good. And then I know that at Festique Boutique, on occasion, for the right clients, you will do a private event where maybe 10 to 15 ladies can come in and have a private showing and have fun, have some coffee or tea or maybe some wine if it's later in the day with some cheese, and have a little event. You book your spot for private events now and then.
Yep, absolutely. I actually have something coming up for Halloween. We're going to do like a customer appreciation type day. So we're going to have some hors d'oeuvres and some drinks and some little games and some music. We're going to have some fun.
Now, I have all of a sudden, in the last, I want to say 3 months, I start getting these wonderful notices on my phone that say, hello, beautiful, Festique Boutique has, and then and it's another way of pitching, of selling, of promoting your business.
Yes, it is. And I started it off with Hey Beautiful because my uncle passed away last year. So he would always text us, the ladies in the family, Hey Beautiful. So I send those texts, you know, just makes me think of him.
That's nice.
But I do send it. It makes women feel good when they see that beautiful coming through on the text, and just letting them know of different things going on, whether it's a sale or, you know, an event popping up.
Yes.
But I try to keep them, you know, what's going on with Festique.
Okay, so for Halloween, you have a special event. Is it going to be on Halloween or leading up to Halloween?
That's Saturday before Halloween.
Okay, perfect. So we'll have to keep talking to people about that. We'll have to share it on our radio show as well to let people know, and hopefully they will stop by and support a small-owned business in the heart of North Philadelphia on North 22nd Street. 3147 North 22nd Street. That's where you can find Festique Boutique. That's right at Allegheny, 22nd and Allegheny, so you can't miss it for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now, what would you say to other up-and-coming wannabe business owners, particularly folks that want to go into the boutique business? What words of advice or wisdom would you share?
I would tell them to study their business, study what it is that you want to sell, because I hear a lot of people say, oh, people won't tell me vendors, this and that, but you have to do the work yourself. Why do you want to start this? You write that down and just research, you know, where to buy your product from and things like that. But I would just say, don't jump into it, hey, I just want to start this. You should research it. You want to know when your customers come in, they're looking for you for guidance. They want you to help them. So you want to know what you're selling. You want to know, you know, the product, the feel of the fabric. So I just always tell people, just research what you want to do.
Now, sometimes people will have an idea in their head of an outfit that they want to wear. They saw it on somebody else, and that other person that they saw it on might be a size 7, and they might be a size 22. How do you gently tell people sometimes that maybe a certain design might not be for them, or do you just let folks go for what they think is the best?
No, I don't want them to walk out there. You know, sometimes it's hard. They want what they want, but I try to show them, hey, because I carry small to large sizes. So I'll show them things in our plus size section and how to hook it up really nice where it's still sexy and don't look like it's, you know, going to be all, you know.
You don't want them looking crazy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
When they talk about they got their stuff at Festique Boutique, you want folks to say, yeah, girl.
Yeah, it's not about the sell with me. I'm not going to have them walking out the door like that.
Okay. Now, what you have on today, I know some of this, if not all of this, is from Festique Boutique. So tell me what came from Festique and what didn't, real quick, because we're almost out of time.
My earrings, my dress, my vest that's really hot right now. my jewelry, even the stockings.
And the stockings. I
Yes,
knew it. I knew it.
except
Everything but the
shoes.
shoes. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. And I love your outfit. Now, I'm going to beat the door down to get there to get that jacket. That denim jacket.
This is really hot
That
right
is
now.
really sharp. That is really sharp. All
Thank
right,
you.
girl. Well, love it.
Thank
You made a good pick when you selected that.
Thank
and
you.
so, final thoughts that you would leave with our viewing audience for today.
Just want to say, follow your dreams. If there's something you feel passionate about, just research it. There's lots of information out there, and you guys can check me out at 3147 North 22nd Street. I'm on Instagram at Shop Festique, and I'm on Facebook under Festique Accessories Boutique.
And her website is www.festiqueboutique.com, right?
Actually, it's www.shopfestiqueboutique. I forgot to mention my website.
Yes, okay. Shopfestique.com. I love it. I love it. I want to thank you for coming today. I appreciate you so very much. We appreciate the spirit of leadership that you actually show along the North 22nd Street Business Corridor. All the business owners are not like you. Everybody doesn't jump on opportunities and make themselves available to do interviews and stuff. Some people are just shy, and I'm like, shy? You can't be shy and be in business. You got to get out there and talk about what you're doing. So I just want to encourage other wannabe business owners to be like this lady here, Sherri Ray, because there are opportunities out there available, and anything is possible if you put your best foot forward. So thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, and as we close out our program, I do want to remind folks again that we have a very critical election coming up on Tuesday, November the 7th. The polls open at 7 a.m. They remain open until 8 p.m. We will be deciding in Philadelphia who's going to be the 100th mayor for the city of Philadelphia. Will it be Sherrell Parker? Will it be David O? Sherrell is the Democrat. David O is the Republican. Generally speaking, Democrats seem to win the mayoral race for a long, long time now in Philadelphia, but you never know and never count anything or anybody out. Anything can happen. We're also going to be deciding on who's going to be the sheriff, the city controller, the register of wills. We've got judicial seats up for grabs, and city council seats, all 17 seats are up for grabs as well. Whatever you do on election day, get out there and vote like your life depends on it. Thank you for checking out the show. Thank you to Professor Tanya Ellis for allowing me to come back for another season, and our floor director, Mr. Peter, we thank you and all of the team that helped to make the show possible today. Have a great one, everybody. Remember that life is fragile. Handle it with prayer. Bye-bye.